about 3. We get lost. Who wants to get lost? Are we alone? Barriers, challenges all the way throughout. I want to speak about conformity, fear of failure, and isolation. These are items that challenge us, challenge our search through life, where we're going. As we walk through the mist, life throws us so many challenges. And the first one, something that I think all of us have faced, conformity. That's not you. Why would you do that to yourself? Look at that. You stuff yourself into a box. Try to be something that you're not. We've all done it. We've all tried to be what? It's so confusing because the world isn't like that. Reality, there's no box of reality. Reality is amazing. The world lets us do whatever we want, but it's a self-imposed conformity. Why do we bring ourselves with these challenges? What is it that leads us to avoid adventures? Remember that? Remember when you weren't afraid to step out? Take the adventure? Just because nobody else is doing it, that doesn't matter. Life was wonderful. It was exciting. You felt alive. But not so much anymore. If you conform, well, you join them. You become a zombie. You're stuck going along with the masses. It's a barrier to life, something we all must watch out for. But walking away from conformity, there's another danger. Next danger, fear of failure. What happens if you go out? You don't do what everybody else is doing. It's possible that it might not work out. Maybe it's just safer to stay back from everybody else. Sure, we've all thought about doing it. We've all thought about running out, buy the plane tickets to Thailand, go out, have a good time. But there are clouds on the horizon. We can't just abandon life. We can't go out and forget about everything. We have to think about our future because we don't want to end up washed out, lost, the pickings left over society. And it's a real fear too, isn't it? It's a barrier. We see our fears all around us. We see how we don't want to end up. Sometimes it gets so challenging that people say, we have to end it. That clear slate, that life, no way. Failure, and most people run away from failure. They try to avoid it. End it. How can we let it get to that? Do we set our expectations too high? Can you achieve this, or are you being unreasonable? Were you being brought up to expect more than you can possibly have? No way. Not at all. You can have it all, but you just have to find your guide. From failure, we jump to isolation. It's very easy, running from failure, to focus on where we go alone, to leave the crowd out. If we end up alone, or with a small group, that save us. It's very interesting, because when we're older, what we end up being, we've lost that sense of adventure. We want to be protected. We don't want to go around. When we were young, we were man enough to go out and step off the cliff, go for the adventure. Now in old age, what do? We surround ourselves in a utopia. People of like minds. Sure, in the beginning it seems wonderful, but what happens with utopia? Utopia leads somewhere you don't want to end up. Utopia leads to what? Everything will fall apart. In the end, you'll be alone. Conformity, fear of failure, and isolation. These are some major barriers to our life. But we don't have to worry. Because life has many barriers, but all these barriers we can control. Uncover your eyes. Step out. Your back isn't up against the wall. You can do anything you want. That's Slate at the beginning. Life is like that, if you can navigate your way. Barriers